Welcome back to the Deep Dive, where we take your source material, all the specs, articles, customer reviews, and just cut right to the insights.
Our mission is always to transform that, complex product information into high-value knowledge.
Exactly, giving you the clarity you need to make a really informed decision.
And today, we are definitely exploring a major investment in personal well-being. We're moving beyond simple gadgets.
Yeah, this is about creating that permanent, perfect corner of your home, the spot that's dedicated entirely to recovery and peace.
That's right.
So for this deep dive, we are zeroing in on one very specific piece of wellness equipment. It's the one that promises a luxury spa experience right in your own basement or, your master bath. It's the Dynamic Infrared Maxxus Seattle 2-person Far Infrared Sauna in Hemlock.
And we have synthesized everything for this one. The manufacturer's technical specs, the feature list, and a huge stack of over 274 customer reviews.
So our goal isn't just to read off a feature list.
No, not at all. We want to cut through the marketing language, really analyze if the engineering justifies the price, and if this sauna is a smart long-term investment for your home wellness routine.
Okay, so let's unpack this from the very foundation. The Maxxus Seattle, it's sold as a luxury, pre-built, indoor-only unit.
Right, it's designed to be a permanent fixture.
Yeah.
And the first thing you have to look at, the first indicator of quality, is the construction material itself.
Which is?
It's natural reforested Canadian hemlock.
Yeah.
In the sauna world, this is a premium material.
Okay.
And our sources really highlight that the company's dedication to 100% natural hemlock means they're avoiding the shortcuts you see with cheaper competitors who often mix in, inferior foreign woods.
So why does that distinction matter so much? Is it just about getting that nice woody scent?
Well, that's part of it, but it's really about safety and longevity, especially in a high heat environment. Those inferior woods often contain more resins or glues that when you heat them up over and over can off-gas these unpleasant or even potentially toxic chemicals.
Right, where you're trying to relax and detox. Not ideal.
Exactly. Hemlock is natural, it's resilient, and it maintains its structural integrity. It provides a clean environment for years of use.
So the material choice is clearly a feature, but I'd argue the engineering around that material is even more important for performance.
Absolutely. And that brings us to the walls.
Right.
The Maxxus Seattle is, it's built like a tank compared to a lot of its peers. The walls use 6mm interior and exterior wood planks around a pretty hefty 1.75-inch inner frame.
Okay, so what does that actually mean in practice?
It means the walls are about 40% thicker than many competing models in the same price class.
40%. Wow. That is a massive structural difference. What does that extra thickness actually translate to for the person who's sitting inside?
It translates directly into thermal efficiency and lower operating costs.
Okay.
Thicker walls are the secret to superior heat retention. They minimize thermal leakage, which lets the sauna get hotter, stay hot longer, and this is critical use, less electricity to maintain that temperature.
So it's a real indicator of long-term build quality.
It is. It's why the unit weighs about 20% more than its competitors. That weight isn't an accident. It's wood quantity dedicated to performance.
That makes the weight a selling point, not a headache. Okay, just running down the quick stats here. It operates on 750-watt 120-volt power, needs 15 amps.
Standard stuff.
And its footprint is surprisingly compact. It's 6'3" high by 4 minutes wide by 3'6" deep. So it really is designed to fit into a tight indoor spot without needing a whole dedicated room.
Right. Now, we should transition to the heat source because this is where a lot of people who've only used traditional saunas will find a huge difference.
We're talking about far infrared technology.
Exactly.
So when most people think sauna, they're picturing, a huge heater, water on rocks, steam and air so hot it's hard to breathe.
All our infrared just throws that whole method out. This unit uses 6 carbon heating emitters placed strategically throughout the walls.
And what do they do?
They generate heat as long light waves that warm your body directly, instead of trying to heat up all the air around you. You can think of it like being warmed by the sun, but, without the harmful UV rays.
And the huge benefit of warming the body directly is you get that deep, therapeutic, sweat-inducing heat at a much, much lower air temperature.
That's the key. The official max temp listed is 135 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a huge difference from a steam sauna, which could be 180 degrees Fahrenheit or even higher.
So it's more tolerable.
Far more tolerable. It means you can actually stay in for a full 30 to 45-minute session. You can read, you can meditate, you can just relax without feeling like you're suffocating.
Plus, they heat up fast.
A big efficiency win. Only about 10 to 15 minutes to reach that therapeutic temperature.
Okay, speaking of efficiency and safety, for the really health-conscious buyer, we have to talk about the EMF rating. The unit uses 6 Carbon Tech near-zero EMF far infrared heat emitters.
And this is a technical point, but it's one you should not overlook because it says a lot about the manufacturer's priorities.
EMF, electromagnetic fields.
Right. And you're not just using this for 2 minutes like a microwave. You're sitting in a small box surrounded by these emitters for a good 30 or 40 minutes at a time. So minimizing that exposure is really critical.
And what does near zero actually mean in practical terms here?
The official sources give it an EMF rating of 5, which is verified as near zero. It's a benchmark that provides real peace of mind.
So they invested in shielding and special panels.
They did. It tells you the company made sure the therapeutic experience wasn't being offset by unnecessary exposure. It's a premium feature, not a standard one.
Okay, so we've got the material, the thick walls, the efficient FRR heat, and the low EMF. Now let's get to the features that make it feel like a spa, not just a wooden box.
They definitely loaded the system up. You get the interior chromotherapy lighting system.
While they're changing lights.
Right, you can cycle through different colors to set a mood. Soft amber for grounding, maybe blue for calm. Some might see it as fluff, but it really does change the ambiance.
I wonder if the chromotherapy is truly a must-have, or if that's just a way to push the price point for someone who just wants the heat therapy.
Well, it's not essential for the heat, no, but the buyers seem to love it. But what is genuinely excellent is the audio system.
Okay.
It's got Bluetooth and MP3O connections with 2 dynamic speakers. And the customer reviews are all over this. They praise the rich, clear sound quality. It's not some cheap, tiny speaker.
And we can't forget the detail that targets recovery right where a lot of people need it most.
Absolutely. The inclusion of the feet reflexology heater on the floor is a small but mighty feature. It delivers focused heat right to your feet and lower legs.
Which is fantastic after a long day or a hard run.
It shows real attention to the therapeutic details beyond just the core emitters.
So if we synthesize all the wellness perks of this deep penetrating heat, you're looking at promoting circulation, serious detoxification through sweat, muscle recovery, pain relief, and just deep relaxation.
And we have to circle back to the convenience factor, the plug-and-play feature. This is a huge deal.
A huge differentiator.
It runs on a standard 120-volt, 15-amp household outlet.
No expensive electrician, no special wiring, no renovation headaches.
That feature alone opens this unit up to millions of homes that just couldn't handle a traditional high-power sauna.
All right, so now that we've established the engineering, the thick hemlock, low EMF, quick heat, let's get to the truth serum. The real-world customer feedback.
Yes.
This sauna holds a tremendous rating. It's 4.8 out of 5 stars across 274 verified reviews.
Good.
Well, that's overwhelmingly positive.
And those reviews show some crucial patterns. The first one is assembly.
Which you'd think would be a nightmare with something so heavy.
You would. But the structure is cleverly designed. We saw multiple buyers say the installation was super easy. One user, Lee Jane Liu, said it took 2 people just 45 to 90 minutes.
That's pretty good.
The consensus is the panels fit well. The process is logical. It really contradicts that fear that a heavy, high-quality structure means a complex assembly.
But let's get to what we hinted at earlier, the central mystery of this deep dive. The specs say the Maxxus Seattle reaches 135 degrees Fahrenheit.
Right.
Yet the customer feedback reveals this fascinating positive contradiction.
This is the real aha moment. Verified buyers like Jeanette Hampton Bays and Teresa OS consistently report that their saunas reliably reach temperatures of 145 degrees Fahrenheit to 150 degrees Fahrenheit.
And quickly, too.
Very quickly, usually within 20 to 30 minutes.
So the collective wisdom of hundreds of users confirms this thing runs 10 to 15 degrees hotter than the manual says. Why would a manufacturer underpromise on performance like that? Is that a quality control issue, or are they being intentionally conservative?
I think it speaks to the efficiency of the core engineering. It's very likely the company rates it conservatively, but because of those 40% thicker hemlock walls, the unit just retains heat so effectively that it consistently overperforms its own specs.
Which is fantastic news for the buyer.
It means you're getting extra value and better therapeutic results, all because of that initial engineering investment.
And that leads directly to the strong consensus on value. People feel that for the solid hemlock, the low EMF, the luxury features, it's a fantastic balance of quality, features, and price.
Now for the necessary balance, the caveats.
Yes, the drawbacks.
The customer feedback also gives us essential context on the friction points, and these are critical for a potential buyer.
Let's start with the most prominent one. The capacity reality. It's marketed as a 2-person unit.
Which is a technical definition, not a comfort rating.
Right.
Customer feedback confirms over and over this is the perfect size for one person to sit comfortably, maybe even lie down a bit.
And for 2 people.
For 2 average-sized adults, it is cozy, it is intimate, you can say it's cramped. If you and a partner both want room to stretch out, you should immediately look at a 3-person model. This one enforces closeness.
Okay, then there's the assembly warning. While the process is easy, you said the materials are heavy.
Very heavy. While 2 people can manage it, the reviews strongly suggest you should get 3 people if you can.
Just for lifting.
The panels are cumbersome, and the tempered glass door is particularly heavy and awkward to position. It's a task that needs careful lifting. You just can't rush it.
And we found a specific product quirk that needs to be addressed. The door gap.
Yes, some very detailed users, like one named Candy, noted a minor door gap near the hinges. Just a small gap, but it was letting heat leak out.
Preventing it from hitting that full 150 degrees.
Exactly. But the positive takeaway here is that it wasn't a showstopper. She did a simple DIY fix, added a small piece of molding to seal the gap, and boom, the unit hit the target temperature. It's a manageable flaw, but it is a flaw.
Finally, logistics and security. Some users had a tough time with inconsistent freight delivery.
Yeah, long waits, boxes arriving on different days, just poor communication from the shipping company. It's not a knock on the sauna itself, but it's a warning about the purchase experience.
And we have to talk about the safety net, the warranty. It's a 1-year limited warranty.
Which is shorter than some competitors. It covers parts and defects only. It explicitly excludes consumer misuse or, normal wear and tear.
For a product designed to last a decade, 1 year is brief.
It is. And that might be a real deal breaker for buyers who demand that multi-year comprehensive protection.
So let's bring all this analysis together. Who is the Dynamic Maxxus Seattle sauna actually built for? Who is the ideal buyer?
Well, we've defined 3 types. First, there's the feature seeker. This is for individuals or couples who want the full, loaded experience. The chromotherapy, the great sound system, the foot heater, but need to stay in that mid-range price point.
It gives you premium features without the top-tier luxury price tag.
Exactly. Second is the practical homeowner. This is the buyer who has a compact space, that tight 4 by 3.5 foot corner, and most importantly, must rely on a standard 120V outlet.
The plug-and-play aspect is everything to them.
It's paramount. And third is the health purist. These are the buyers for whom that internal environment is just non-negotiable. They prioritize the verified low EMF rating and the use of that natural Canadian hemlock wood.
No off-gassing unknown materials.
Not while they detox.
Okay, so conversely, we have to clearly define who this is not for to save them from disappointment.
Right. If you need a truly spacious sauna where 2 people can genuinely stretch out and move around comfortably, this model's too small. You need a budget for a 3-person unit.
And if you're unable to lift those extremely heavy, awkward panels,
or you can't get help from 2 or 3 people for that one-time assembly lift, especially the glass door, this unit will be a serious logistical challenge for you.
And finally, if a longer multi-year warranty is your absolute safety net,
then the 1-year limited coverage here might not provide the peace of mind you need.
So the final verdict.
Ultimately, synthesizing the engineering and the customer reality, the Dynamic Maxxus Seattle offers a really outstanding balance. You get high quality, that thick hemlock, the low EMF, and you get user convenience, the plug-and-play setup and the easy assembly.
It's a well-engineered tool.
It's a remarkably well-engineered tool that actually overperforms, delivering that 150-degree heat, and it simplifies the whole process of bringing effective wellness into your home, despite those minor, manageable flaws.
It all comes back to that dense hemlock construction, doesn't it? It's doing some serious hidden work, retaining that heat and driving performance.
It really is.
So here's a final provocative thought for you to mull over. If this unit reliably runs 15 degrees hotter than advertised hitting 150 degrees F instead of 135 degrees F, is that just a happy accident? Or does it confirm that the company's dedication to those thick, solid Canadian hemlock walls is actually the single most efficient, cost-saving engineering decision they made?
It suggests that material choice isn't just about the smell. It's an investment in superior thermal retention and a better therapeutic session. That efficiency is what makes it a smart investment, not just a good price point.
If you are ready to transform a corner of your home into a personal sanctuary for recovery and peace using this well-engineered unit, you can find the link to check the latest price and availability right now directly in the description below.
We rise like tall buildings.